What's up guys, Jason here. In this video I'm going to be teaching you how to make a simple and efficient Minecraft Bedrock iron farm. This farm works on 1.17 and all other recent versions of Minecraft Bedrock, whether you play on a phone, tablet, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, or PC. By the way, this farm is more reliable than my previous iron farm. As you guys can see here, this farm will give you a ton of iron. For this farm, all you'll need is 2 chests, 20 workstations. By the way, you guys can use any type of workstation that you want. However, I recommend you guys use fletching tables because fletchers will allow this farm to keep working even in the rain. 1 hopper, 1 minecart hopper, 1 rail, 1 lava bucket, 2 water buckets, 38 trapdoors. You guys can use any type of wooden trapdoor that you want. 9 signs, a stack and 16 stairs, a stack and 2 slabs. You guys can use any type of slab that you want. 1 magma block, 48 glass blocks, 3 ladders, 1 torch, about 10 stacks of solid blocks. You guys can use any type of solid block that you want. By the way, a couple examples of solid blocks include cobblestone or wood planks. 20 beds. You guys can use any type of bed that you want. And finally, 1 piston and 1 lever. The first step is to go to an area that is at least 100 blocks away from any villages, beds, or workstations. After doing that, take some solid blocks. You guys can use any solid block that you want. Now build up 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now build 20 blocks this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After building out 20 blocks, turn this direction. Now build out 20 blocks this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After building out 20 blocks, you guys should have an outline that looks like this. The next step is to fill in that outline with solid blocks. Once you guys have completed that step, you should have a platform that is 21 blocks wide and 21 blocks long. The next step is to build a 1 block high wall all the way around the platform. Once you are done doing that, take some stairs, then place stairs all on top of that wall. After placing those stairs, come to one side of your farm, then temporarily create an infinite water source. To do this, place down 4 blocks. Then place some blocks all around here. Now place water over here and water over here. By creating that infinite water source, you guys will be able to use 2 buckets to fill in all the water for this entire farm. The next step is to place water in each stair. After you guys have placed water in each stair, the water should all flow just like that. That water will push iron golems that spawn into the kill chamber. The next step is to come to the center. Now break these 9 blocks. Then come down here. Now place 3 blocks over here. Now extend that 3 block wall all the way around the center chamber. After you're done creating those walls, come down to the bottom. Then place 3 blocks over here, 3 over here, and 3 over here. Now place 3 signs at this spot. 3 over here. And finally 3 over here. The next step is to break this block and replace it with a magma block. Now place water on this block that is diagonally opposite of that one. That water should all flow towards the magma block. This water will push loot from any iron golems that die over to the collection system. Now place lava at this spot. That lava should flow just like that. That lava will kill any iron golems that fall into the kill chamber. The lava should flow on top of the signs. The next step is to come over to this spot. Now break these 3 blocks. Then come down here. Now break these 3 blocks. And these 3 blocks. By breaking those blocks, you guys should expose the spot directly underneath that magma block. Once you guys have done that, break these 3 blocks. Then place 2 chests over here. Now crouch down, place a hopper at this spot. Make sure that hopper is falling downwards towards the chest. You guys can tell the hopper is falling downwards because the nozzle should be facing that way. Now place a block over here, then crouch down, place a rail on top of the hopper. Then place a minecart hopper at this spot. Then place a block over here. That will be the collection system of this farm. How it works is, whenever an item goes on top of the magma block, the minecart hopper will collect it, then follow that item through this hopper and into the collection chest. The next step is to place a torch over here and 3 ladders over here. Those ladders will allow you guys to easily access the collection's chest. The next step is to come over to one corner of the farm. Now temporarily place 2 blocks over here. 1, 2. Then place a glass block at this spot. Now break these 2 blocks. After you guys have done that, place 21 glass blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After you guys have done that, you should have a glass block row that looks like this. The next step is to place 2 blocks over here, then come to the back. Now place another 2 over here. Then build out 21 blocks this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After placing those 21 blocks, place another layer of blocks on top. Now place 2 blocks over here. The next step is to place a row of glass blocks over here. Then take some water and place water on top of each of these glass blocks. Make sure you guys place water on each glass block so that all the water can become water source blocks. The next step is to take some trapdoors, then come over here. Now place the trapdoor at this spot, then open it. Then crouch down, place a trapdoor on top. Now open it. Then repeat that at this block as well. Place down a trapdoor and open it. Then crouch down, place a trapdoor on top and open it. You guys are going to want to keep repeating this until you guys get down to the other end. Placing these trapdoors will allow us to separate the villagers. By the way, the reason why there is water below the trapdoors is because that water will help prevent the villagers from delinking from their workstation. Once you guys have completed that step, your farm should be looking like this. The next step is to place slabs on top of these blocks. Then place 2 slabs over here. Now place slabs from here to the other side. The next step is to place a glass block over here, and a glass block over here as well. At this point, you guys can fill in and break your infinite water source. You guys will not be needing any more water in this farm. The next step is to lure a villager into each of these spots. In the end, you guys should have 20 villagers total. You guys can use any type of villager in this farm except for a green coat or baby villager. The reason why you guys cannot bring those villagers is because they will not link to workstations. By the way, if you guys want to use a baby villager for this farm, you guys can do that. However, you will need to wait for it to grow into an adult villager before bringing it over to the farm. Also, make sure you guys don't use any villagers that you have already traded with before. I am now going to show y'all a couple easy ways so you guys can lure a villager into each capsule in survival mode. To do that, come to a capsule, then crouch down, place 4 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then place 3 over here, 3 over here, and 1 at the spot. After you guys have done that, create a staircase down to ground level. To do that, place some blocks like this. After doing that, place a set of rails over here. The next step is to extend this rail system all the way over to the nearest villager. Once you guys see a villager, place on a minecart, then push it into it. Now push the villager up through the rail system over to that spot. By the way, if you guys have any trouble pushing the villager up to this spot, you guys can place some powered rails along this rail system. Once your villager's over here, place 2 blocks like this, then break the minecart. Now break this rail and the block that is on top of. As you guys can see here, that should cause the villager to fall into its capsule. Once you guys have a villager over there, you guys can break these blocks. Now repeat that process for this next spot over here. If your nearest villager is far away and you guys don't want to place rails all the way over to it, another option would be to place on a boat, then nudge it over to the boat. Once the villager is in the boat, attach a lead to it, then walk over to your farm. As you guys can see here, the villager will get transported over. Once you guys are near the farm, you guys can take it out of the boat, transport it to a minecart, then use the rail system to put it into a capsule. After you guys are done luring a villager into each capsule, you guys should have a total of 20 villagers. At this point, you guys can break your rail system. The next step is to place a slab above each villager. To do that, first come behind the villager's capsule that you want to place a slab over. Then place a block over here. Now place a piston at the spot. Make sure the piston is facing this way. Now place the lever on top and flick it. As you guys can see here, that will push the slab over on top of the villager's head. Once you have done that, flick the lever again. Then break the piston. Now replace the slab and break this block. Once you have done one capsule, repeat that for all the other ones. After you have finished making the roof, the farm should be looking like this. The reason why we place slabs above each villager is to protect each villager from lightning. Also, slabs will prevent iron golems from spawning over there. The next step is to place 3 blocks at this spot. 1, 2, 3. Then break these 2 blocks. Then place a block over here and 4 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now place 5 blocks on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then place a layer of blocks like this. Once you have done that, come over here. Then place 2 blocks over here and 4 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then place 5 blocks on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now place a layer of blocks like this. Once you guys have completed that step, you should have a shape that looks like this. This will be where you place the beds in this farm. The next step is to place a bed at a spot. After placing the bed, wait for it to show green particles. When a bed shows green particles, that means a villager is linked to it. Now turn over this way, then place a bed at the spot. After it shows green particles, place another bed over here. Once it shows green particles, place another over here. Then repeat that process until you get to that side. It's really important that you guys get a villager to link to each bed. If you guys are having trouble getting your villagers to link to the beds, I recommend you guys break all the beds at the village or villager breeder that you got your villagers from. Once you're done placing beds on this side, place a bed at this spot. Then turn this way. Now place beds all along this side. In the end, you should have a total of 20 beds. The next step is to break the blocks below the beds. The next step is to link each villager to a workstation. Make sure you guys link the villagers to workstations exactly like I do in this video. To do that, first come somewhere on one of these 2 sides. Now place down a workstation. After placing that workstation, look for the villager that is linked to it. That villager will show green particles. Once your villager has linked to the workstation, break the workstation. The villager that linked to it will then show angry particles. The next step is to go over to the villager that linked to the workstation you placed earlier. Once you guys have found the right villager, place a workstation in front of it. As you guys can see there, it should then link to it and show green particles. Once that villager has linked to that workstation, come back over to the side. Then place that in a workstation. Now look for the villager that links to it. It will show green particles. Then break the workstation. That same villager should show angry particles. Then go over to it. Now place a workstation in front of the villager. After it is linked to it, it will show green particles. After doing that, come back over here. Then repeat that process to link each villager to a workstation in front of it. By the way, if whenever you guys place a workstation, a villager is not linked to it, try getting closer to the villager line over here. After linking each villager to a workstation in front of it, your farm should be complete. After a little while, iron golems should start spawning. I am now going to do a quick fly around so you guys can check and make sure I've made this farm correctly. Over here, you guys should have your 20 villager capsules. Over here, you guys should have your 20 beds. Below the beds, you guys should have your water and your kill chamber. Finally, down here, you guys should have the collection system. How this farm works is by having each villager linked to a bed and to a workstation in front of it, this area gets designated as a village. That will cause iron golems to spawn in the water. Having 20 villagers allows us to get the maximum amount of iron golems to spawn. Whenever an iron golem spawns, it will get pushed into the lava, then get automatically killed. All the drops will then get pushed into a collection system. I am now going to show you all how to use this farm. To use it, all you guys need to do is wait near it. Iron golems will spawn, then get killed, and all the loot will get funneled into the collections chest. Whenever you guys want to collect the loot, all you guys need to do is come down here. It will all be in this collections chest. If you guys want to be able to easily get a bunch of villagers to use in this farm, I recommend you guys make my automatic villager breeder. This villager breeder will produce a bunch of baby villagers. Once those baby villagers grow into adults, they can be used in the farm. A link to my villager breeder tutorial will be in the description. I hope you all enjoyed learning how to make this simple and efficient Minecraft Bedrock iron farm. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions for what I should do in future videos. Please like, comment, subscribe, and check out my other Minecraft videos. I upload every other day. Thanks for watching.